is founder and executive director, and put on last month a really excellent discussion of Somaliland with analysts. And we're so delighted to be partnering them to follow up with President Biixi. I also want to shout out to Max Webb, who graduated last semester. We're so delighted to be partnering them to follow up with President Biixi. Somaliland. I also want to shout out to Max Webb, graduated last semester. We're so delighted to be partnering them to follow up with President Biixi. Somaliland. I also want to shout out to Max Webb, graduated last semester. We're so delighted to be partnering them to follow up with President Biixi. Somaliland. I also want to shout out to Max Webb, graduated last democratic government, its own currency, security forces, and its own foreign policy. Democratic government, its own currency, security forces, and its own foreign policy. Democratic government, its own currency, security forces, and its own foreign policy. Democratic government, its own currency, security forces, and its own foreign policy. Democratic government, its own currency, security forces, and its own foreign policy. Some of its challenges and strategy for international engagement. I also want to welcome your delegation, and perhaps we can introduce, I believe, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, SIA. Welcome. Representative U.S. Rashid Noor Baru. And I have others, but perhaps you can introduce yourselves to the rest of the delegation.
شكرا سعود.
شكرا حاج اسماعيل Minister of Environment and Climate Change.
Minister of Environment and Climate Change for those of us.
I'm Minister of
I'm Minister of Information, Culture and Awareness.
Dr. John was the Special Advisor for Interface.
Fantastic.
Dr. Osman, advisor to the first, economic advisor to the president.
Fantastic. Any more? Okay. Well, now the man himself, President Biixi, welcome to the podium. We're looking forward to your opening remarks, and then we'll have discussion and questions and answers from the audience.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And for speakers, the rule at GW is you can take your mask off.
Okay.
For the podium, this one will work.
Okay. Halkaad wareegno. Dhulka iska fidi. I think after all, good morning, everybody. I want to extend my appreciation to the George Washington University, the Elliott School of International Affairs, and Jennifer Cook, the director of the Institute for African Studies, for inviting me to give this address today. As a top research university in the nation's capital, the George Washington University is educating the next generation of American leaders. It is therefore a great pleasure and honor to me and to my delegation to speak to you all about Somaliland and the future of our region, Horn of Africa. I'm also happy to be speaking today, and my delegation is here today, a university named after the great leader of America's effort to gain independence and international recognition from the international community. Somaliland today also enjoys independence, but continues to work towards recognition that was vital in America's success as a young nation. Somaliland. Somaliland is a country in the Horn of Africa. Somaliland is a former British colony, protectorate, with its international borders. Somaliland gained its independence on 26 June 1960, and in 5 days voluntarily made a union with Somalia, which was Italian colony. Somaliland's population is 4.5 million. Area of Somaliland is 167,200 square kilometers. 167,200 kilometers. Type of government: Democratic Republic of Somalia. Multi-political party. Presidential. 2 chambers of parliamentary system. House of Representatives and the House of Lords, or what we call the House of Congress. 6 elections, freely contested, with 1 man and 1 vote. Fulfills all the requirements of a sovereign state, but unluckily, till today, not recognized by the international community. Somaliland is a peaceful country. For the last 33 years, there were only 2 events of extremist attacks in Somaliland. One was in 2008. It was an explosion in 2 offices in Hargeisa. The other one, it was 2004, with the attack in a secondary school, and they killed 2 teachers of UK citizens. And we're very sorry about it. Stable. We are the guardians of the Red Coast from the extremists. As you know, in the Horn of Africa, there are a lot of extremist activities, Al-Shabaab, ICS, and others. We have a coast 740 kilometers, 840 kilometers. For the last 33 years, no piracy in our coasts, on our sea. No Al-Shabaab activities. It was very safe, and our people and our armed forces and security departments, with meager budgets, we have succeeded to make the Red Sea of Somaliland, especially Gulf of Aden, to be secure for the last 33 years. And that security is for all the world. Our neighbors first, Ethiopia, Djibouti, hinterland African countries like Uganda, Kenya, and all the way to America and to Europe. We save our part of the world. Somaliland achieved for the last 33 years to rebuild its cities. and it is institutions of the government. I think you cannot imagine what we have experienced. Our government, the army we paid with our taxpayers' money, the aircrafts, jet fighters, the artillery, and the tanks bombarded all our cities in 1988. The capital was reduced at zero, the same as second capital, Borough, and most of our cities were reduced to zero. Then we liberated our country without any government institutions, no police stations, no jails, no security apparatus, no hospitals. So we started from zero ground. But after 33 years, we have built all our cities, and most of them are booming today, and we have succeeded to rebuild all the departments of the governance, not only governance, all governance, democratic, with 6 elections for the last 22 years, without any help from any government. We have small assistance from the NGOs. So, we rebuilt educational departments, and today we have built over 1,000 schools in our regions. And in every region, 6 regions, every region built a university. We rebuilt healthcare, health department, over 400 healthcare centers, hospitals, and in the capitals of the main regions. Somaliland is proud of that. It's a liberal free market, absolutely free market of economy. 90% of our GDP is in the hands of the business people in the market. GDP of Somaliland is 3 billion in the year 2021. International trade, 1.6 billion in the year 2020. International investors. DB World has built a port for the first phase, $400 million US. And now this year they will start the second phase of 600 million US. ADDF, Coca-Cola, General Energy, CBS of Taiwan, which is exploring an oil in our country. Public finance. Finance public services from domestic taxes. Only for our domestic taxes. No budget support from wherever. No budget deficit. No external debt. We are safe of debt. We are built with all our institutions, hospitals, schools, infrastructure, with only our home domestic taxes. International relations. We have representatives in 28 countries all over the world. Consulates in Hargeisa are from Kenya, from Djibouti, Ethiopia, United Arab Emirates, Turkish, Taiwan, and offices from Denmark and UK. what we are expecting from the United States. I'm happy. As I already mentioned, our main goal was to explain to the people of the United States, as much as we can reach, their intellectuals, their politicians, and their leaders about the case of Somaliland. Our main goal is to get a recognition from the international community and to convince intellectuals, leaders, and politicians in our case. Because for 2 years we were internally building the country, so we must first to build our internal institutions, so everyone whom we are talking with to be convinced that there is a government and institutions who are working efficiently. So now we have the chance to explain our case well. So that's why we came to this visit. Sure, we are aware of that. We cannot gain a recognition in one delegation or few days. We know it's a long process administration.